Alright, here is a problem and you have to answer some questions on this. The problem is x plus 1 over x minus 3 minus x plus 6 over x minus 4. What is the first thing that I do on this problem, Smith? Find the common denominator. That is right. What is the common denominator going to be, Johnson? What is the common denominator, Dietrich? That is right. You simply multiply the denominators together to come up with x minus 3, x minus 4 on both sides. Poorly written, but still the same. Okay, how do I find the numerator up here on the left hand side? What do I do, Sexton? That's right, you multiply x plus 1 by x minus 4, the opposite denominator. So we will do that and just leave it in this form, x plus 1, x minus 4 on top, and we'll simplify it in the next step. How do I find this denominator over here on the right? Rayburn. That's right. It'll be x plus 6 and then times x minus 3. Okay. A heads up, the next few questions are going to be multiplying those two binomials in the numerator and denominator. So the first one I'm looking for is this one up here. When I well, I just scratched it out. Let's see if I can erase that and get creative. No, so it's just got to stay that way. So I just have to remember that was a minus sign. Oops. What is x plus 1 times x minus 4? That goes to Murray. X squared minus 3x minus 4 is right. On the bottom of that same fraction, what is x minus 3 times x minus 4, Davis?
X minus 7x plus 12.
That's right, x squared minus 7x plus 12. So we still have minus. What is x plus 3 times x minus 6, Lewis? What is x plus 6 times x minus 3, Colin?
X squared plus 3x minus 18.
X squared plus 3x minus 18 is right. All right, what is x minus 3 times x minus 4, Huey?
X squared minus 7x plus 12.
X squared minus 7x plus 12 is right. Okay, what is my next step for this problem? What do I do next? Klein. What do I do next? Terry. Oh, she's not here, so we'll leave her out. And what do I do next? Howard. What do I do next? Gaffney. What comes up next? Jones. Yes, we have to subtract. That's a true answer. So she gets the point. Now, when I subtract, I'm going to have x squared minus 3x minus 4 over x squared minus 7x plus 12. But then something has to be done to this stuff over here. What must I do to that second numerator? Applegate M. Put it in parentheses, right. So we'll go like that. Minus the quantity of x squared plus 3x minus 18. Okay, once I've done that, what do I do next? Collins isn't here. Blake. What do I do next? Applegate B.
You take it out of parentheses and change the signs. So it's minus x squared minus 3x.
That's right. We're going to change the sign of everything inside the parentheses. So it's minus x squared minus 3x plus 18. The denominator stays the same. Okay, so now we go to the next step. When I simplify, as I put the sticks back in the cup, when I simplify the numerator, I just want to know what I have left over when I simplify my x squares. What's left over when I simplify the x squares, Howard? What's left over when I simplify the x squares, Lewis? What's left over when I simplify the x squares, Colin?
0.
0, that's right. They cancel out. X squared minus x squared. So those are gone. What am I left with when I simplify my x terms, Klein?
0.
Not 0. What's left over from the x terms, Huey?
Negative 6x squared.
Not negative 6x squared. What's left over from the x terms, Rayburn?
Negative 6x.
Negative 6x, that's right. So I have a negative 6x, and that comes from this and this. What do I have left over when I simplify my constants, Sexton? 14 is right. Okay, on the bottom, I still have this denominator. And that's going to be my simplified answer. But I have to remember back to what my denominators were to start with. And it was x minus 3, x minus 4 up here. So if it were x minus 3, x minus 4, what would my excluded values be? And that question will go to Smith. 3 and 4 is right. This problem is x plus 2 over x minus 1 minus x minus 6 over x plus 5. Alright, so we're going to have, when we find the common denominator, we multiply the bottoms together, and to find the numerators, you're multiplying numerator times opposite denominator. So you should have x plus 2, x plus 5 over x minus 1, x plus 5. And then you should have x minus 6, x minus 1 over x minus 1, x plus 5. Next up, we have to multiply here. So that is x squared plus 7x plus 10 over x squared plus 4x minus 5. And then x squared minus 7x plus 6 over x squared plus 4x minus 5. So now we have to combine them together. We'll have one denominator of x squared plus 4x minus 5. Remember, this becomes a quantity and you're subtracting it, so you should have minus x squared plus 7x and then minus 6, and we'll scratch that out. So it comes out to be x squared minus x squared, so those cancel out. And 7x plus 7x is 14x, and 10 minus 6 is 4. The only thing left to do is to find the excluded values, so x cannot equal, and we can take a look at it right here, x minus 1, x plus 5. So the excluded values are going to be negative 5 and 1.